because they know how powerful we are.
Mm-hmm.
They go out their way. They got government entities that follow our leaders, study us. Even like this AI stuff now, man. Like I did something on my phone, I accidentally touched it, and it said, "Hey, IC, you want to do this?" I'm like, "How that?"
You are now listening to the thoughts and sounds of IC the God King. This is the IC Experience.
Able to meet the person who owned this establishment, would they be happy that I'm here? Would they be who in their mind they see as their ideal client? Right, because that's where I want to be. I want to be where I'm celebrated, not tolerated.
Right. You cooking right now.
You know, so we just trying to go places on some status quo. Them people don't even want you in there, man.
Yeah. Or if they do want you in there, they want to harvest your energy.
Right. It's just you just there for other people to feed off of, or the people who they really want there, you know, to feed off of, you know, and give them some backdrop to what they got going on, make it look like it's popping for real.
Because they know how powerful we are.
Mm-hmm.
They go out their way. They got government entities that follow our leaders, study us. Even like this AI stuff now, man. Like I did something on my phone, I accidentally touched it, and it said, "Hey, IC, you want to do this?" I'm like, how the phone know my nickname, bro?
Right. Know your government name, you know your street name.
Yeah, it's like, boy, they studying us.
Yeah.
If you talk to your chat GTP or whatever AI software you're using, it know you.
I'm sure they have a model of you in their system.
Right.
Based off of how you use it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Your voice, your tone inflections, your thought patterns, your speaking time. And you know it's not only pulling from that conversation, you know it has access to other information and data in your phone.
Yeah.
So you know it's putting all of that into the calculation too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so somewhere on some computer, on some database, there's a
there's a Gucci clone of you somewhere.
Right. But and so yeah, so that was a great conversation. And I think what that brings us to next, right, is how do we counter, right, this loop, right, this vice, right, that is as some of us are just kind of in and don't even know we're in, and some people are in it and don't know what to do about it. And, you know, how do we recharge and balance our energy, you know, when we're being constantly bombarded from so many different directions, through the music, through the phone, through, you know, programming, through bad information and traditions passed down from, you
trauma.
Right. You know, so, and just there's an anxiety of the day of having to pay bills, having to be a mother, having to be a father, you know, having to
keep your job.
Yeah, keeping your job. Right, managing your finances. So, you know,
grocery bills going up, everything going up.
Need new tires on the car, whatever the case may be, you know. Go on vacation, you know.
Birthdays coming up.
You know what I mean? So how do we maintain our balance and recharge and be able to go out here with vigor, you know, and really be able to have a positive impact on the things, moments, situations, people that we encounter throughout the day.
Yeah. And I think that each individual is going to have to sit down and come up with the strategy that works best for them, and also have somebody to bounce a good idea off of, because that's one thing I love about our relationship. I might have an idea, but you might tweak it or say it in a way that I didn't even see, and vice versa. And it's crucial to have sharp minds in you know, there was a thing I saw that said your friends need to have an aspect of them that is going to be a strength that is my weakness.
Right.
You know, I'm sure I said that wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the gist of it. You know, I might not be that confident in certain areas, but you're going to be super confident in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And through our experience together, I'm going to peep and see like, oh, I see how he did it, and I learn, you know. But if you hanging around a bunch of people who just like, hey, you want to drink? Sure, I want to drink. And you stuck in the cycle, like you said, too. Every 5 years, that's a cycle. Like, that's like a day in a life.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 years, you look up and you like, damn, it's 10 years that went by and I'm still doing the same shit.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah. Well, one of the things that some of the things that I've been doing to recharge and balance my energy is and this is something that you recommended to me is playing those high frequency vibrational music, you know, to help recharge you, heal. They have different frequencies that, you know, some are abundance, some are healing, some are attraction, and stuff like that. And listening, putting on that 528, I think 888 is one of them. You know, so listening to music at this frequency, right? And lighting some candles, darkening the room,
writing down things that you want to improve on, positive things, you know. So basically, I came up with that was I did the complete opposite of what was going on at the club. It was dark, it's lights, it's a sound, and then chanting. So some people call it journaling, some people call it manifesting, some people call it
mantras, intonations.
Yeah. And I started just journaling it daily. And after I finish, it's some days I don't have nothing. As soon as I sit down, I just write what comes to my mind, and I write it down, maybe 10 different ones, and then I just say it. I make sure the volume was up on the 528 hertz to make sure I could feel something.
I like to feel the
I want to feel it in my hand and something. And you know, I just started it like a week ago, and you know, maybe coming up on a week,
right?
So we should be able to see in the future. I know it worked because I've seen people die at the club, and when it was used opposite,
right.
So you know, and for the Christian people, it's just like saying pray. You pray it down. You just write down your prayers. You know, it's the same thing at church. They're gonna have a beat. They're gonna have a choir for the sound. Some people dance and catch the spirit, or you know, and so these rituals are happening all the time. Even when we go to school, I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Right.
You know, even at work, they got core values,
mission statement.
Right. They got, hey, this is how you need to dress. So all of these things are happening, and are we conscious that they're happening? Or are we just going through the day, in the days? So we're talking about being intentional about changing our life and those around us. You know, I always talk about how to help the masses, and one thing, Gino, that Zach always tells me, like, save yourself first. Be the example, because you can't save the masses. And that's true, and that's something I'm guilty of. I have a heart that's like loving. I want to save as many people as I can, but I got to put my mask on first in order. And in me putting my mask on first, I'm going to inspire somebody just by doing that.
Right. Yeah, and it's the ripple effect, right? Because these things that we do is like a lot of times you talk to someone that was influenced by it, and you didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah.
I didn't know nobody was looking or paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially nobody who needed to see it.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so because I've seen that so much, I know that someone who thinks that nobody sees them,
Right.
if you're doing something right, somebody is watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah.
And it works the other way. If you're doing bad, people watching too.
Mm-hmm.
It works the other way.
Right.
Too. If you're
Right.
bad,
Exactly. Yep. They watching. They always. That's something my dad told me when I was young, and it helped me. It gave me a different perspective on things, and he said somebody is always watching and looking, even when you think they're not. Somebody is always watching and looking. And I could go back and think about every time I did something and I thought nobody was watching or looking or wouldn't find out or didn't know about it. They always did.
Mm-hmm.
They always did. So I started saying to me, yeah, I really don't need to be doing nothing I don't want nobody to know about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to see me.
Right. And our intuition is going to be in there saying, you know, this ain't right.
Right. Right.
So it's like a multi-layered firewall to be like this, and you still chose to do it.
Right. Right. Right.
Release the hounds.
Just no saving you, is it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, he'll get it next cycle.
Right.
But I think we could stop right there. That was a good episode. You know, as always, I enjoy these conversations, and we're gonna wrap it up so then we can hurry up and do this drip check before the sun go down. So I see the God King signing out, along with Gino, the amazing executive.
I don't know if them was gang signs I was just throwing up. I was just throwing shit up.
Right. See, we've been a part of the culture for 20 years.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean?
Where we grew up, good meant bad and bad meant good. All right, man, we out.